There's this conversation that I've been seeing going around a lot lately. Who's got it more harder, men or women? Who has the tougher life? Who's more oppressed? Who's sacrificing and laying down their life? Now, growing up, when I was around 4 years old, my grandpa, he used to live with us. He was a sweet little old man, and he had just so much love to give. But I would always trip out because I would see him walking around the house, and I would always look at his hands, and I would notice that his hands his fingers were like nubs, bro. And I would ask my mom, I'd be like, "Mom, what's up with Grandpa's fingers?" And she'd say, back when your grandpa was a young man, he would work at these industrial jobs, and every so often the machines that he was working with would slice those fingers right off. And let me mind you, back in that time, back in like the 40s and 50s, it wasn't like how it is today. Today, if you're feeling a little sick, you got a little cough, your nose is kind of stuffy, you can just call in and, you can get a day off real nice and easy. Back then, nah, bro. In fact, his boss actually would tell him, anytime he got a finger cut off, he would tell him, "Hey, you got 2 days to recover, and you got to get your ass back to work." So what did Grandpa do? He would head straight to the hospital, get that stuff stitched up and wrapped up, and within a couple days, he would be back at work. Now, with that said, I was gonna share that story and then kind of create this pro-men type video and talk about how much more harder men have it. But nah, bro, forget that. This ain't gonna be some ear tickling video, one of those pat you on the back and tell you it's okay and just validate your feelings type of video. This ain't gonna be that. At this point, I think we should stop arguing about who has it harder, as it's only creating just more division. And on top of that, the more that we talk about how much harder men have it, it's not solving anything. And the reality is, yeah, there's men who have more dangerous jobs. Yeah, there's men out there laying their lives down and sacrificing. I'm not saying that that's not happening, but it's their duty. And mad respect to them. To all the firefighters, all the soldiers, all the lumberjacks, the construction workers. Salutations, my brothers. And thank you for your services. Thank you so much for sacrificing, laying your lives down. We are forever indebted to you. But check it out, when I see 17-year-olds hopping onto social media, talking about how hard life is for a man, or they repost one of Andrew Tate's videos and where he's talking about how men just have it so much harder than women do. But then when they're done, they head back to their freaking bedroom, hop onto their video game console and spend the next 3 to 4 hours playing video games. I look at that and I'm just like, your life ain't hard, bro. And it's sad, bro. This is the majority of men these days. You look all around you, most men are addicted. They're lust-driven. They spend most of their time either playing video games, watching porn. They spend their nights up till 3 o'clock in the morning watching their favorite Netflix shows. And the more we spread this message of just, men have it so much harder, the more we're just manufacturing and creating emotional weak men. I look at this and I'm like, well, okay, even if life for a man is harder, what then? What do you want, bro? You want a pat on the back? You want me to wipe your tears away and cradle you? What are you crying about, bro? Life is supposed to be harder for a man. God created women as the weaker vessel. He did that purposely. It says it in the Bible. He did this so we could take care of them, so we could fill the shoes of being a king, not so we can flaunt it. Look, my brothers, men were created for battle. We were created to work. Since day one, we were created to work, to have responsibilities. We were created to lead. We were created to have duty and to do these things, no questions asked. It says in the Bible, it says in Genesis 2:15, it says, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it." Us men, we should be working harder. Look, bro, I take pride in how hard I work. Me and my wife, I want to be the one who works harder. It makes me feel omnipotent. It makes me feel like the king of the home. And I'm not going to sit here and look at my wife and just tell her just how much more harder my life is than hers. The frick, bro? Nah, bro, I freaking wear that crown and I wear it proudly. These days, men are just entitled. They don't even have jobs, some of them. And even if they do, they sit here and all they do is just they complain and they gripe about it. They just can't wait to get home so they can just immerse themselves in all their pleasures and convenience and addictions. Men of the old, yeah, they were going to war. They were fighting for their lives. And if we still lived in those times today, if we had similar lifestyles, if we were still going out there into war, into battle, then okay, yeah, then we have a valid argument here. But the only battle we're fighting is in our bedroom against some random fat kid on Call of Duty. The only war we're up against is not going for that big old box of Oreos or the big old bag of potato chips. Phew. So hard, bro. The temptation is just, it's an ongoing battle, ongoing war in my head. Think about it. What's like the hardest part of your day? It's probably cleaning your room or something, right? We live in complete luxury. Most of us men, we're not hard, bro. Just last night, I ordered KFC from DoorDash. I had it delivered to my house. A few days ago, I got a cold brew from Starbucks. It's weasel stuff, bro. Like, that's why when I was originally about to make this video about how men have it harder, when I got down to it, I was like, I can't do this, bro. I had to look at my life and like analyze it. And the more I did that, I was like, nah, bro, I don't have no valid argument here. If you think about it, life has actually gotten easier for all of us men, for all of us women even. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I work my ass off. You guys know my work ethic. You guys have seen the YouTube channel, its growth, and you've seen all the work I put in. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but I'm doing all this in the comfort of my own home. Like, I'm literally in this spot right here with my laptop and stuff. Like, I'm literally sitting here chilling for like 10 to 12 hours a day. And anytime I get hungry, yeah, I can order something, or I can just go in my little refrigerator right here, cook up something. I got all these nice little drinks and luxuries, and I'm super comfortable. If I get cold, I got my like Fear of God freaking new collection hoodie right here, bro. Straight chilling. I live just as good as a king did back just a couple hundred years ago. Now we sit here and say things like, oh, cold showers are just, they're just so tough. They're so hard, bro. I can't, I had someone say that to me the other day. I can't do them, dude. Just way too hard. That right there, bro, right there, that is proof that your life is easy peasy. If that's the hardest part of your day, is taking a cold shower, that's weasel stuff, bro. So hey, look, let's stop arguing about who's got it harder. All it does is end in self-pity. It just makes us resent women. As men, our focus should be on protecting our women. We should be focusing on how we can be better husbands, better family men, not throwing it back in our girls' faces, telling them how hard we have it. And honestly, it shouldn't even be a competition. We should just naturally enjoy working our butts off, especially if it's for our wife, or for you single dudes, your future wives, your future kids, your future family. In fact, your work ethic should be relentless. Think about it. You're never gonna have as much time as you have right now, you being single. All of a sudden, when you get a girl or when you get married, your responsibilities, they skyrocket, bro. All of a sudden, your time, your attention, your energy, she's gonna demand a lot more of it, and you're not gonna have as much time. That's why you gotta take advantage of your aloneness. Not loneliness, aloneness. There's a huge difference between the two. Loneliness is like just kind of self-pity, but aloneness is a decision. And within this time, within this vicinity, this is where you can build up something big. You can build up an empire. You can build up a business. You can prepare a type of lifestyle that most girls dream to be a part of. But hey, either way, whether you're single or you're in a relationship like I am, if you're married like I am, your goal should be when you lay your head down at night on that pillow, you should have like a little smile on your face, bro. You should be able to, like, every night when I fall asleep, I'm like sitting there chilling, just so satisfied of how much work I put in to this day. I feel accomplished. I feel like a freaking beast, bro. But instead, what do most men do? Be honest with yourself. What do? More than likely, you live your life like an absolute king, but without his responsibilities. Elisha Long was just talking about this in one of his recent videos. He was talking about how you have all the rewards and pleasures of a strenuous life. The feast that warriors would go out and hunt for like 2 or 3 days just to bring back to the tribe. You get to skip that process and you get it delivered straight to your door. You got access to all the booties. You got access to all the booties, all the different shapes, sizes, different colors, nationalities, all at the click of a button, right there, right in front of your face. No work, no strain, no responsibility, yet we're sitting here calling each other kings. Hey, what's up, king? What's up? We stay inside all day long, fap away, sleep in, get entertained. Your mom's probably downstairs cooking you a pizza just so you can go kick back on your couch, fall asleep into a nice carb-induced coma, just to wake up and do it all over again. Sitting here saying, oh yeah, men just have it so much harder. Wondering why all the women don't like you. Sitting here blaming social media, blaming Instagram on why women are the way that they are now. Because all they see is these hot guys, right? And their expectations are just way too high. It's crazy, bro. That's all I hear these days is, oh, Dre, most of us men, that's the way it is. We live these just depressing lives, and all girls want these days are just 6.5 foot men with 6.5 figure incomes and 6.5 inch schlongs. And it's like, well, you know what, bro? You should have these things. No, I'm just kidding. No, but hey, look, bro, seriously here. If you're sitting here saying that you're living just such a depressing life, first off, stop living a life that makes you depressed. That's like step one. Now, don't get me wrong. I know depression is real, okay? I understand that. But if we're being real, most of us men are not depressed. We're either one of two things. We're either just frustrated with our lives, or we're just lazy. Think about it. After you watch this video right now, what are you about to go do? Do you even have a plan? Do you even have an agenda? Or how about tonight, right before you go to bed? What are you going to be doing? You going to be on Netflix? You going to be on HBO Max? Just sitting there for hours at a time? Watching your favorite shows or playing your favorite video games or fapping it to your favorite prawn website? I mean, look, if I'm being real here, I see a lot of the way you guys live your lifestyles. And if I lived the way that you're living, I'd be depressed too. Oh no, but Dre, no. It's the girls. It's the women who are making us depressed. Then you know what, bro? Stop dating these types of women. Get off the dating apps. Get out of the clubs. If you're immersing yourself into these types of environments with this much toxic women, obviously you're fishing in pollution and you need to change up your environment. Now look, hey, I know some of you guys might have the short end of the stick. I know some of you guys may not be tall. You may be kind of like on the uglier side. If we're just being real here, you're not that good looking. So what do? Do you just sit here and complain and gripe about it? Or do you try to maximize? Do you try to at least do what you can? I've said in previous videos, if you're like a 3 out of 10, you're not good looking, bro, you can boost yourself to at least a 5. And then self-improvement, the art of being chill, implementing those things, you can boost yourself up to like a 6. You can. And then therefore, you can get yourself like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 chick, which is nice. And if she's immersed herself into self-improvement, if she knows how to be a good wife, how to be loyal, if she's a good girl, then that boosts her up to like a 9. That's a good lifestyle right there, bro. And look, I know what you guys are thinking. There's no good girls left these days. Yes, there is. Like I said, you're just immersed into the wrong environments. There's still just good, normal girls out there who have been raised by good families. Yes, they're a little bit more rare, but they are out there. They're just not on the dating apps. They're not out in the clubs. They're not in that whole degenerate world. Like my wife, bro, I found her. You know where I found her? I found her at a Christian music festival. And that's what I did growing up, dude. Like, I didn't even look at the girls who were living degenerate lifestyles, who were promiscuous. I didn't even waste my time on them. I was going to church. I was going to Christian music festivals. I was immersing myself in environments where there were actually good girls. And then meanwhile, while I was doing that, I was working on me, bro. I was working on myself. You guys have seen old pictures of me. Bro, I was weird looking. I came from the bottom, bro. So by the time I did meet Bree, I had been working on myself for a good 6 to 7 years. I was putting on muscle. I was getting nice and lean. I was working on my hairstyle. I was working on my fashion, my clothing. I was working on me, myself. I was working on my businesses. I was reading books on how to become a better husband, better father. I was prepared when I met that girl, bro. And so, hey, look, not to stray away from the title of this video and go on a complete tangent, but hey, what I am saying here is, as men, we gotta own up and take full responsibility for our lives. No more being crybabies, no more talking about how hard our lives are. No, bro, that's just the way it is. When you're a man, yeah, life's hard. It should be hard. If it's easy, that means you're not being a man. You should be facing struggle. You should be facing opposition. You should be taking risks and failing. Failing actually is the best thing for a man. It gives you experience. It helps you grow. It shows you the route not to go. It leads you on a better path if you let it. So with that said, bro, I have no more bullet points. I didn't really know how I was gonna end this video, but hey, I hope this video spoke to you in some way. I hope you got just maybe even like a little nugget of information that could help you out in your life. So with that said, appreciate you guys watching. Please hit the notifications button to be informed when I drop new content. The Masculine Masterclass is here. For those of you who haven't gotten it yet, I'll link it down in the description below. And hey, if you want to catapult your life to the next level as a man, check out this video right here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace always.